A good majority of the set is painted in a technique called scumbling, which gives the effect of a sepia tone. The reason we chose to do this is that in the 1840s people used a process in photography called tintypes or ferrotypes, which gave a sepia-colored picture. We also have 4 main pop-ups that are rigged to be pulled by a technician off stage. When I sat down with my director, we discussed her concept, and one thing that really stood out to me is that she wanted the set to have a pop-up book element to it. These pop-ups are not only there to please the concept of being like a pop-up book, but they also have a symbolic meaning behind them. These pop-ups show how things change in life and how sometimes you have no control over those changes. We have a clock hung from a batten, and on this clock you will see the Roman numerals running from 1 to 11. But the thing that is different about this clock is that in the 12 space we have the word free. This shows that the oppression of a group of people takes time before they can truly be free, and by the end of the show Jim is free at last and the clock hand has hit 12. Throughout the play we have a random assortment of set pieces and technicians riding in on the wagon. The idea I was going for was to have the wagon look like it was coming out of the book, and then on the way back into the book. The wagon also looks as if it is being magically pulled across the stage. A cool aspect of the set is we have a house at center stage, and like every other house it has a door and a window. But what is cool about this house is that it has a fold-out dock that comes out at various places during the play. The way I see the house is it is very solid, just like the beliefs of the people in St. Petersburg in the play. They want Huckleberry to act and be a certain way, but the dock symbolizes that even something solid can change with a little help. Pap's shack has a little twist to it. As you can see, the whole front of the shack spins to reveal the inside of the shack, and then back to the outside again. In the song Leaving's Not the Only Way to Go, we have 4 frames that come down, and the 4 characters, Alice, Mary Jane, Huckleberry Finn, and Jim, stand behind their respective portraits. Once the song starts, they tear down the portraits to reveal them while they sing the song. These frames represent pages in a book and how the book really does come to life on stage. It also shows, whether you're white or black, that you can come together, even just for a moment, in a world of racism and hatred. Our other drop is our quilt drop. Back when the Underground Railroad was in service, people would use blankets, quilts, pieces of fabric to show the way to freedom. This drop is symbolic of these, and come down in any slave number or scene during the play. On stage, there is a very large book that the character Mark Twain sits by almost the entire play. Throughout the play, Mark Twain flips the pages which are marked with locations. On the right side, there are words that are being projected onto them as if they were being written during the play. The book is one of the only things that is painted something other than sepia tone. It is painted gold, which shows that it is not part of the story, but is the thing that keeps the story bound together. I am Zachary Briscoe, and this is my set.